you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a friend who happens to know the housing market better than you could ever imagine? Prashant Vijayarajan Pillai is an award-winning realtor expert from the very best Remax Real Estate Center, who is a leader in the real estate industry, adopting the latest technologies and creating innovative marketing programs. Prashant's professional touch is guiding you through the home buying or selling journey. In the end, helping
Krupal has come in to face the first over as Midun Mohan is bowling the first over for Phoenix youngsters. Okay, that is a beautiful hit by Matthew Kurikesh. Short ball given to his body. He managed to get it over the boundary for a 4. So Hamilton Falcons starts off with a boundary and the score is now 4 runs. It's a beautiful ball by Midun. Was a catch, but has been dropped by Midun. Midun drops the important catch of Matthew Kurikesh. This could be a costly mistake here. That's gone up again, and it is Midun again that's coming to take the catch, and he makes no mistake this time as he makes Matthew walk back to the pavilion. Has scored 4 runs of 3 balls. Hamilton Falcons is now 4 runs in 3 balls. അത് വിഷ്ണു അത് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ടീമിന്റെ ഇതനുസരിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. റണ്ണർ ഓക്കെ ആണോന്ന് ജിനോയ്ക്ക്. സഞ്ജയുടെ അടുത്തൊന്ന് ചോദിക്കൂ. ഈ പണ്ടാരത്തിന്റെ കണക്ഷൻ പോയി വാട്സപ്പിന്റെ. ആ വെച്ചോ ലൈവ് വരുന്നില്ല നീ കോപ്പ് യൂട്യൂബിലാണ്. Jinoy is the batsman who has walked into the ground to face the 4th ball of Mithun, as Matthew has made his way back to the pavilion. Okay, Matthew has been allowed a runner for the innings. As the game between Hamilton Falcons and Phoenix Kerala is going on right now. Mithun has bowled a beautiful ball to dismiss Matthew. Has dismissed Matthew for 4 runs of the 3 balls that he has faced. And Chinoy has been allowed a runner. There seems to be a slight confusion on the field regarding the runner. an exciting match between Hamilton Falcons Red and Phoenix Youngsters is going on here, as the umpire has decided not to allow the runner for Jinoy, so Jinoy has to run the remaining of the innings, as Mithun has 3 balls left to bowl in the over. It is now 4 runs with the loss of valuable Matthew. Hamilton Falcons has scored 4 runs in the first 3 balls, losing the wicket of Matthew. As Jinoy is all set to take the strike. Jinoy had an injury in the last game while bowling. That is a beautiful ball by Mithun Manuel for a dot ball. Mithun Mohan for a dot ball. That's beautiful dot ball by Mithun right on the block hole. That is yet another dot ball by Mithun, restricting the batsman and is not allowing to take any runs. The score is now 4 with the loss of 1 wicket after 5 balls in the over. Mithun walks into ball the final ball of the over. He's been doing a really good job here so far, and that has been called a wide by the umpire. An extra run added to the scoreboard for Hamilton Falcons. Mithun has been doing a really good job here, has only given away 1 single boundary, and he has taken the important wicket of Matthew. He needs to finish the over strong for Phoenix Kerala to have a chance, and Jinoy taps it over point for a couple of runs. The scoreboard now moves to 7 of the first over. That is an excellent over by Mithun. Has only given away 7 runs and taken the wicket of Matthew. A really good start for the Phoenix Kerala bowling innings. It's been a really good display of bowling by Mithun in the first over. Has only given away 7 runs and has taken the important wicket of Matthew. It is Joseph Polly who has come into ball the second over for Phoenix Youngsters. He has done an amazing job in the first game. Only considered 4 runs and taken a wicket in his first game against Red Wings. He's looking to continue with the form that he is having. In this season, he has done an exceptional job in the Royal Kerala Premier Tournament as well. He's been one of the key bowlers for Phoenix Youngsters throughout the season. He's only played 2 tournaments so far and he has done an exceptionally well job here. He has been the best fielder for the Premier League matches of the Royal Kerala Tournament. It is not the expected start that we've been wanting from Joseph so far. Has given away 6 valuable runs in the first over, but he has 5 more balls to recover from the 6 that he has given out. That is another full toss, but manages to find the fielder this time and gets only a single, and he's trying for the second run and takes it comfortably as an overthrow, and there is another fumble in the field by the keeper, but manages to restrict them for a couple. So the score has now moved to 15 of 1.2. Joseph has the ball, 4 good balls here to maintain the innings. He has been doing a good job so far. He has to do it one more time. He's given away 8 runs so far. The strike. That's a beautiful Yorker by Joseph. It is a beautiful Yorker, and the fielder gets there in time to block the cover, gets away with a single. Genomi is facing the 4th ball from Joseph Polly, has given away 9 runs so far. Last ball was an exceptional Yorker, and that's yet another lawful toss. Genomi can only drive it over cover for a single, and Bright does an excellent job to get there on time. The score is now 17 for 1 after 1.4 as Kripal is ready to face the 5th ball of Joseph Polly. That's a beautiful hit by Kripal over a deep mid wicket for 6 runs. Joseph Polly is being expensive here, has given away 16 runs so far, bowling the final over. That's a beautiful Yorker to restrict Kripal with a single. That's the end of the 2nd over, and the score is 24 with the loss of 1 wicket. Has been an expensive over. Joseph Polly has considered 17 runs in his over. The score is now 24 for 1 after the end of 2 overs. And there is a discussion going around the field as to who should bowl the 3rd over, and it has been decided it is Akhil Mathew who has come in to bowl the 3rd over. He has been successful in the first game, has only given away a couple of runs and taken a wicket as well. Now it is Akhil Mathew's turn to bring the game back to Phoenix Kerala's side. He's a useful all-rounder for Phoenix Kerala, has been a key player for the Phoenix elite team. This time he is making his mark in the Phoenix youngsters team as an all-rounder, who is going to bowl his first ball to Kripal, and he tries to hit it over the fielder's head. The fielder comes under it, and Vipin makes no mistake to close the catch of Kripal. Kripal has to walk back to the pavilion, has scored a useful Akhil Mathew manages to bring a breakthrough on the first ball that he has bowled in the 2nd game of Phoenix Cup 2024 against Phoenix Kerala and Hamilton Falcons. He was able to dismiss Kripal on the first ball, and Kripal walks back to the pavilion scoring. 16 valuable runs for Hamilton Falcons. So the score is now 24 with the loss of 2 wickets after 2.1 over. It is Yashwant who has come back to the crease to face the 2nd ball of Akhil Mathew, who has been in predominant form this season. It is Yeshwant against Akhil Matthew. Both of them are talented cricketers. As Yeshwant tried to hit it over the boundary, and he successfully manages to hit it over the boundary for a 6. Just over the fielder's head, as Mithun had no chance to block the boundary. Yeshwant opens up his innings with an absolutely well struck boundary. The score has now moved to 30 runs in 2.2 overs. That's another short ball given to Yeshwant. Tries to hit it over the fielder's head, goes all the way up, and Ditto fails to take the catch. But it is an absolutely well planned throw by Mithun. Manages to dismiss Yeshwant for a run out. Yeshwant walks back to the pavilion. Was trying to make the run for 2, but was not able to get back on time as Mithun runs him out. Yeshwant walks back to the pavilion, scoring 7 runs in 2 balls. A beautiful piece of fielding in the deep by Mithun. He is converting the missed chance into a run out. That's an absolutely beautiful throw. Makes no mistake, and it is Joshi Aloysius who has come in to replace Yeshwant. It is Joshi Aloysius who has come in to replace Yeshwant. Jinoy has to be on strike to face the third ball of Akhil Matthew. Akhil Matthew is proving to be an asset here for Phoenix youngsters. Has only given away 7 runs and has taken the important wickets of Yeshwant and Krupal. Krupal's been in a predominant form, has scored 16 of 6 for Hamilton Falcons. The score is now 31 for 3 after 2.3. Akhil is making some arrangements in the field. He is pulling the deep square leg fielders down to the boundary. We have Vipin in deep mid wicket who has taken a beautiful catch of Krupal. And we have Prashant in long on. That's a beautiful ball bowled by Akhil. Misses by the keeper and has been called a wide by the umpire. So that's 2 extra runs added to the total for Hamilton Falcons. As Joshi is set to take on the first ball from Akhil. The score is now 33 for 3 after 2.3. That's another beautiful ball by Akhil. Takes the edge and manages to get a single. He was trying to go over the fielder here in deep mid wicket, but takes the inside edge onto the legs, but managed to get a single, which brings back Jinoy on strike. Jinoy has been in the crease for a long time, but gets another edge and it is out. A beautiful piece of fielding by Bright and a beautiful piece of stumping by Akhil Matthew to dismiss Joshi. Joshi had no chance to get back to the crease in time. Joshi departs, scoring a single run. As the score is now 33 for 4 and it is 34 for 4 and it is Kiran Matthew who has come in to replace Joshi Aloysius. That's 2 back-to-back runouts for Hamilton Falcons. It's proving to be an expensive wicket for Hamilton Falcons. Joshi walks back to the pavilion as Kiran Matthew replaces him, and that's a short ball by Akhil straight to the fielder's hand. Vipin makes no mistake. That was a beautiful throw in, and that is the end of the 3rd over, giving away only 11 runs, taking 3 important wickets. The score is now 35 for 35 for 4 after 3 overs. And it is the most trusted bowler for Phoenix youngsters, Ditto, who is coming into ball the 4th over for Phoenix Kerala. And facing Ditto is Ginoy for Hamilton Falcons. Starts off with a full toss onto the legs for Ginoy, and he makes no mistake to dispatch the ball over the boundary, and the score is now 41 for 4 after 3.1. After the end of 3.1, Hamilton Falcons are 41 for 4. Dido is running into ball the second ball of the over, as Ginoy is all set to take strike, and that's a beautiful ball by Ditto onto the legs again, misses it, hits the leg for a dot ball. That is an exceptional comeback by Ditto. He has been known for coming backs. He is a beautiful bowler. He has been a key bowler for Phoenix elite team. Now making his entry to Phoenix youngsters, bowled beautiful ball. That's a juicy half volley given to Ginoy, and Ginoy makes no mistake, dispatches the ball over deep mid wicket boundary for another 6. That's another 6 given away. Ditto is proving to be expensive here, has given away 3 back-to-back sixes on the 4 balls that he has bowled so far. Ginoy makes no mistake. Ginoy utilizes the loose balls and scores a boundary on each ball. Scored 18 runs of the 4 balls Ditto has bowled. Is proving out to be an expensive over here for Phoenix youngsters, as Hamilton Falcons have managed to score 53 of 3.4 with losing 4 wickets. And it goes all the way up, and Mithun drops it. It was an easy catch, but Mithun drops the catch. Could prove to be an expensive miss, as Ginoy managed to get 2 runs off the 5th ball of the 4th over. The score is now 55 for 4. Ginoy is striking 24 from 11 balls, and with the 6 of the last ball he makes it to 30 runs of 12 balls, as the score now moves to 61 in 4 overs with the loss of 4 wickets. Proven to be an expensive over here, has given away 26 runs in 6 balls, and after the end of 4 overs it's 61 with the loss of 4 wickets. Hamilton Falcons has scored 61 runs with the loss of 4 wickets after the end of 4 overs. And it is Bright Burgess who has come to bowl the final over. As Kiran is set to take strike, Bright Burgess is coming in to bowl the final over. He has deep square, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and deep cover set. And Kiran plays it wise, taps it to point for a single, which brings back the informed batsman in strike. Ginoy has scored 30 runs of 12 balls so far. The score is now 62 with the loss of 4 wickets. Bright has 5 more balls to bowl in the over, as Ginoy is set to take strike. He is striking at a strike rate of more than 200, and it goes all the way up. Fielder comes underneath, and Prashant drops it again. That's the third drop catch for Ginoy. He's been given life after life, and he is making full use of it. That's another couple of runs added to the total. That's 64 for 4 after 4.2. Yes. That's another beautiful ball by Bright, and the fielder comes underneath but manages to get another couple of runs for Ginoy. It's 66 for 4. Fielders needs to be a little cautious here. He's giving away chances, and you should take the chances to restrict Hamilton Falcons. He has been playing a beautiful innings here, having given chances twice. Ginoy makes another attempt to hit another 6, and he finds a boundary this time. Goes all the way over the boundary line for a 6. Ginoy is now 40 of 15 balls, and the score has now moved to 72 for 4. Bright has been doing a good job so far. He has created 2 chances to dismiss Ginoy. Balls a full toss to the legs, goes over for a 6. That's a huge 6 by Ginoy, which brings his individual total to 46 runs of 16. Bright Burgess have one more ball left to bowl in the over. The score is already 78 for 4 after 4.5. With one more ball remaining to bowl in the over, Ginoy is striking at 46 of 16. That's another full toss onto the bats, and that's the half century for Ginoy. Has scored 52 valuable runs for Hamilton Falcons in just 17 balls. After the end of 5 overs, Hamilton Falcons have managed to score 84 runs with losing only 4 wickets. And Ginoy single-handedly piled up 52 runs in 16 balls. Was a beautiful piece of batting by Ginoy. Has given away chances in the middle, but the fielders were unable to grab hold of them, which proves to be expensive for Phoenix youngsters, as he has gone on to take 52 runs of 17 balls that he has played. Beautiful innings played by Ginoy. Phoenix youngsters has to chase down 85 runs in 5 overs to win the game. It is an important game for both the teams, as one of the team will go into play the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. Whoever wins this game based on net run rate would advance to play the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. Phoenix youngsters has to chase down 85 runs in 5 overs, as Hamilton Falcons Blue has to defend 84 runs in 5 overs. Akhil and Bibin comes to the crease to face the first over as Fabin is all set to ball the first over. Fabin Anjeri. Phoenix youngsters need 85 runs in 5 overs to win the game, as Hamilton Falcons would have to restrict them within 84 runs. One of these teams would go into play the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. Both the teams have to win the match. There is some kind of confusion going on in the field regarding the substitute fielder. It is Hamilton Falcons blue against Phoenix Youngsters, as Phoenix Youngsters would require 85 runs to win the game in 5 overs. Akhil Matthew is taking the strike as Vipin is in the non-strike. Matthew Kurikesh has come to ball the first over for Hamilton Falcons. A good start is necessary for both the teams. That's a beautiful ball by Matthew. It's right on the block hole. Akhil manages to take a single and rotates the strike to Vipin. The scoreboard opens up for Phoenix Youngsters as they take the single of the first ball of Matthew. The score is 1 now, as Vipin is taking strike of the second ball. That's a beautiful shot over covers, but manages to find the fielder in the deep, and Vipin walks back to the pavilion without scoring any runs. Iron Sebastian makes no mistake to take the catch of the batter Vipin, as he has to walk back to the pavilion without scoring any runs for Phoenix Youngsters. Shobit is the new batsman. For Phoenix Youngsters, as he is also to take the third ball of Matthew on, making some field arrangements in the deep. He has a wide square leg, a deep mid wicket, and a long on. That's a beautiful ball by Matthew. Gets a dot ball. Beautiful Beautiful over so far by Matthew. Has only given away 1 run, and the 3 balls that he has bowled and taken the important wicket of Akil Vivin. It's a beautiful ball by Matthew, takes the edge, and Shobit is trying to come back for the second but fails. A good call in the deep by Akil, takes a single of the fourth ball by Matthew. The scoreboard is now 2-1 after 4 balls of the innings. That's a dot ball given, proving out to be a good over here in the deep by Matthew. Has only given away 2 runs of the 5 balls that he has bowled. The score is now 2-1. That's a beautiful Yorker by Matthew, and that brings the end of the first over. Has only given away 2 runs. Has been an exceptionally bowled over, just giving away 2 runs and taking the important wicket of Vibin. Vibin was the top scorer for Phoenix youngsters on the game against Red Wings. He scored 23 runs. Has to walk back to the pavilion without scoring any runs. It is now Iron Sebastian that has come to bowl the second over for Hamilton Falcons. That's a clever move by Hamilton Falcons, giving the ball to Iron Sebastian. He has been really good in this tournament. Coming in to bowl the second over, and facing the first ball of the second over is Shobit for Phoenix youngsters. Tries to improvise, but fails to connect to the bat, and it is a dot ball of the first ball of Iron Sebastian's over. That's a beautiful slower by Iron Sebastian. Shobit has no way but to tap it to the deep to run for a single. Scoreboard moves to 3 runs as Agil comes back to strike the third ball of the second over. Iron Sebastian is bowling really good. He's mixing his lengths a bit, shuffling with fast balls and slowers, making it hard for the batsman to guess. Akil makes no mistake and connects the ball over deep mid wicket for a sixer. A beautifully well struck shot by Akil, makes no mistake, gets the connection to the maximum, and he gets a 6 out of the third ball of Iron Sebastian. The score now moves to 9 runs of 1.3 overs. Hamilton Falcons would have to restrict Phoenix Kerala to a small total for them to be able to qualify for the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup, and Phoenix youngsters has to pile up as much as runs as possible if not win the match. That has been called a wide. It is now 10 runs with a loss of 1 wicket after 1.3. Game is getting interesting. That's another well struck shot into the deep, and the fielder takes the catch. Akil has to walk back to the pavilion. Kiran makes no mistake to take the catch. It is now 10 runs with the loss of 2 wickets as Akil has to walk back to the pavilion, scoring a valuable 8 runs for Phoenix youngsters. It is the most experienced Josh Chirian that has come to the crease to bat for Phoenix youngsters. Phoenix youngsters would have to pile up as much as runs as possible to qualify to the quarterfinals. The winners of this game based on the net run rate would qualify to the quarterfinals of the Phoenix Cup 2024. Hamilton Falcons would have to restrict Phoenix youngsters to the minimum total as possible, and Phoenix youngsters would have to score as much as runs as possible, if not win the game. That's a good ball by Iron Sebastian. Takes the edge of Josh Cherry, and keeper makes no mistake to catch the ball, and Josh departs. That is 2 wickets in 2. That's 2 wickets in 2 balls for Iron Sebastian, as Josh has to walk back to the pavilion without scoring any runs. Iron Sebastian is on a hat-trick. That's a beautiful ball by Iron Sebastian. Right on the block call. Jimson blocks it for a odd ball. Iron Sebastian has been bowling really good. He's only given away two 8 runs in his over and taking 2 wickets, and it is George Kuti who has come in to bowl the 3rd over for Hamilton Falcons. Phoenix youngsters would have to score as much as runs as possible in the next 3 overs for them to be able to qualify to the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. And the first ball has been called a wide. The score is now 11 runs, and they have lost 3 important wickets. That's yet another wide from Hamilton Falcons bowler. Scoreboard is ticking 1 by 1. The score is now 12 runs after 2 overs. A beautifully well struck shot by Shobit, but finds the fielder. Shobit walks back. Iron Sebastian makes no mistake to take the catch of Shobit. The score is now 12 runs for 4 wickets. As Sanjay Chedivil, the captain of Phoenix Youngsters, walks into the crease to face the second ball of George Kuti. It's 12 runs with the loss of 4 wickets for Phoenix Youngsters. Phoenix Youngsters would have to pile up as much runs as possible to be able to qualify to the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. And that's another wide being bowled by George Kuti. That's 13 runs added to the scoreboard, so the score is now 13 with the loss of 4 wickets after 2.1. They have 17 runs to score as much runs as possible. They would need 72 in 17 to win the match. That's a beautifully struck shot by Sanjay, and goes all the way for a massive 6. Sanjay makes no mistake, converts the half volley into a beautiful 6. That's 19 runs in 2.2. Sanjay makes no mistake to convert a half volley into a 6. That's 19. That's another beautiful hit by Sanjay and goes all the way for another 6. That's an excellent shot by Sanjay over deep mid-wicket fielder, and the score now moves to 25 of 2.3. Sanjay is looking really dangerous here. Sanjay has hit 2 sixes in the 2 balls that he has faced. He is looking in tremendous form here. He is helping Phoenix youngsters pile up as much as possible for them to be able to qualify for the quarterfinals of Phoenix Cup 2024. George Coty is being expensive here, and that's yet another wide and another runs added to the scoreboard for Phoenix youngsters. The score is now 26 for 4 after 2.3. Sanjay has scored 12 runs in the 2 balls that he has faced at a strike rate of 600. Jimson Raphael is yet to open the scoreboard, and that's a beautiful hit by Sanjay to deep mid-wicket. The fielder takes the ball, and Sanjay rotates the strike for a single. Now the score has now moved to 27. 2 more balls remaining in the over. It is Jimson Raphael who is on strike to face George Coty's final 2 balls. Hamilton Falcons did a really good job in the first 2 overs. Has only given away 10 runs. Took the wickets of Akhil, Shobit and Josh Cherian. Now that's another wide. 1 more run added to the total for Phoenix youngsters. It's 28 now. 28 for 4. The game is looking interesting. Phoenix youngsters would have to score as much runs as possible, as Hamilton Falcons would have to defend it with the lowest score possible. And George Coty is giving away extra runs in the form of wides. He has balled 3 wides so far in the over. He's given away 5 runs, 5 wide so far, 6 wide so far, has given away 19 runs. That's a beautiful piece of running between the wickets by Jimson, and Sanjay manages to get a single. The score is now 30 runs of 2.5. That is another beautiful hit by Sanjay, but finds the fielder in the deep. Sanjay has to depart. Scored a useful 13 runs of 4 balls, and Arun Sebastian does not drop that kind of catch. After the end of the 3rd over, Phoenix youngsters are 30, lost 5 wickets. They would have required 55 in 12. Mithun Mohan comes to take the strike. As Joshi is all set to ball the 4th over for Hamilton Falcons. Hamilton Falcons would have to restrict Phoenix youngsters to the lowest total as possible, as Phoenix youngsters would have to pile up as much as runs as possible for them to be able to qualify for the quarterfinals. A beautiful first ball by Joshi Aloysius finds a dot ball. That's a really useful dot ball for Hamilton Falcons. Would need has to have more of those. And that's a wicket. Jimson Raphael has been bowled by Joshi. That is the 6th wicket of Phoenix youngsters. And it is Joseph who has come into the deep to bat for Phoenix Youngsters as the eighth batsman. The score is now 30 runs with the loss of 6 wickets. We have 10 more balls remaining. A beautiful shot by Joseph to point for a single. The score is 31 for 6. If they had to be in the game, they would need more than singles. They would need fours and sixes. They would need to pile up as much runs as possible for them to be still in the league. That's a beautiful switch hit right by Mithun. Only manages to hit get a single. Got 8 more balls left in the innings, and Phoenix Youngsters are 32 for 6 after 3.4. Joshi is doing a really good job with the ball. He has only given away 2 runs and taken the wicket of Jimson Raphael as Joseph tries to hit it over the fielder but mishits it and gets 2 runs out of it. That's 2 runs added to the total of Phoenix Kerala. The score is now 34 for 6 as Joseph is facing the last ball. They would need a boundary at any cost. Joshi has been brilliant so far, has only given away 4 runs in the 5 balls that he has bowled, and he has taken the wicket of Jimson Raphael. And swings and a miss. That's a dot ball to end the over. It's 34 for 4 after 4 overs. It's 34 for 6 after 4 overs. It's a beautiful over bowled by Joshi. Has only given away 4 runs. Took the wicket of Jimson. Phoenix Youngsters has 6 ball to score as much runs as possible for them to still have a chance at the quarterfinals, and it is Febin who has come to bowl the final over for Hamilton Falcons. Balls it a little short, and Yashwant Raju makes no mistake to take the catch. Midden walks back to the pavilion. It is Ditto. It is Ditto who has come in to face the final 5 balls for Phoenix Youngsters as they have scored 34 runs with a loss of 7 wickets at the game is slowly gripping away from Phoenix Youngsters as they are still finding it difficult to hit boundaries. That's a wild swing by Ditto, but misses it by an inch for a dot ball. Beautifully balled by Febin. Manages to get yet another dot ball. That's another swing and a miss by Ditto. Gets yet another dot ball by Febin. That's 3 balls bowled without giving any runs and taking the wicket of Mithun. That's a beautiful shot by Ditto, straight to the fielder's hand for a wicket. Ditto has to walk back to the pavilion without scoring any runs, having faced 3 balls. It is Prashant was come to face the final two balls of the innings as Phoenix Kerala are 34 with the loss of 8 wickets after 4.4. The game is now in the hands of Hamilton Falcons as it is difficult for youngsters to qualify at this stage as they have only managed to score 34 runs with the loss of 8 wickets, chasing down a target of 84. That's a wild swing by Prashant, edges it and goes straight to the keeper. Prashant walks back to the pavilion, and that is the ninth wicket for Phoenix Kerala, and it is the 11th batsman Bright Varghese coming into the crease to face the final ball of the innings. Febin has bowled a beautiful over so far, has not given away any runs, and took 3 most important wickets from Phoenix youngsters. He's bowling it short of good length, gives no room for the batsman to swing the bat. Has given away 0 runs so far and taken 3 wickets of the Phoenix youngsters batters. Bright Varghese in the crease, and that's the final ball of the innings and takes a single, runs for the second. Fails to take the second run. It is the end of the game, and Hamilton Falcons have won the game by 49 runs. Ginoy is the man of the match for സ്കോറിംഗ് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്തോ?
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a friend who happens to know the housing market better than you could ever imagine? Prashant Rajan Pillai is an award-winning realtor expert from the very best Remax Real Estate Center, who is a leader in the real estate industry, adopting the latest technologies and creating innovative marketing programs. Prashant's professional touch is guiding you through the home buying or selling journey. In the end, helping people is what real estate is all about. Prashant has been widely adored by his clients for being positive, enthusiastic, transparent, and trustworthy. His motto is to make sure that you love where you live. Prashant Rajan Pillai, an experience beyond real estate. An experience beyond real estate.